Around a year ago, godbridging and telebridging in Minecraft were considered to be very impressive and popular, but lately the whole Minecraft bridging scene isn't really quite like it used to be. Bridging methods when you use a cool mouse to drag click don't really have the same wow factor anymore, so I wanted to figure out why and see what happened to Minecraft bridging. Bridging techniques like godbridging and tele stood out as pretty impressive within the game around 4 years ago. Creators that started to popularize godbridging was TeddyNader and AlbiPro. AlbiPro was actually the one that started using it in bedwars, and in 2019 he posted a video godbridging with a quote-unquote drag clicking mouse. Now this video got 78,000 views. A lot of his viewers wanted to try it for themselves. They saw him godbridge, they thought it was cool because it really wasn't as popular back in 2019. They were asking him what mouse he was using and if it was available to purchase for themselves. Due to godbridging and drag clicking looking so difficult at the time, techniques like those gained a lot of attention, and mainly because they required precise timing and you had to be able to drag click. Now in order to drag click, you also needed a mouse that had the feature of double clicking or basically adjusting your debounce timer. So companies were creating mice specifically tailored towards the Minecraft community, and one of the popular one being the Bloody A70 or the Bloody A Bedless, which was a collab with Bloody and Bedless Noob. Mice like these, like the Model O, Rocat Cone Pro, they received tons of positive feedback and people were actually able to drag click for themselves, just like the creators that they watched on YouTube. When more and more mice became popular and a lot more were released because of Minecraft bridging, it was almost like a competition to see which mouse was better for drag clicking and just double clicking in general, and you saw tons of information and tutorials on bridging techniques become more widely available as more players knew and had access to these proper methods to learn the skill. Over time, these techniques became outmodeled. A lot of creators are doing videos like godbridging and bedwars and were getting tons of views, but after a while it got repetitive. So like the next wave of bridging content was learning godbridging in 1 hour. Now a lot of creators, including myself, attempted this challenge. It was pretty fun. It was a unique way to learn this new skill in the game, but also having a time limit, which I think really engaged viewers since they were able to see which creator could learn the skill in only 60 minutes. However, after a ton of these videos, the broader bridging scene just began to experience a decline. The very techniques like telebridging and godbridging that had once sent creators apart were now basically just like another skill that a lot of experienced players had now known and learned. That wow factor that I talked about earlier pretty much faded significantly. Like, it left content creators or even bridging content creators in specific with not as much to showcase anymore because godbridging is godbridging. There's not really a lot more to it. After this decline though, that's when world records started to really become popular. Creators such as Dugile and Geklo, who you guys are maybe familiar with, were already setting records a year after godbridging became popular, but it recently started to get noticed by the whole community as these records were pretty insane. Dugile hit 3.85 seconds on short mode a little over a year ago today, and 3 months ago he hit 3.75 with a speed telebridge, which is absolutely insane. Coming back to today though, there's not really more bridging content like there was other than people attempting world records. The main reason for this is since a lot of people have drag clicking mice, they know the technique, it's not really as impressive as it was before, as they can just do it themselves now, and just recording you godbridging in bedwars unfortunately isn't as enticing anymore. The reason it did blow up a couple years ago was because only a select handful of people really could consistently godbridge and were even able to do it in bedwars games. I think this is the case though with like a lot of trends. For example, like hiring a Fiverr coach in bedwars, or even lobby 1 bedwars. Like all of these trends have faded just because they've gotten repetitive and there's nothing more or new to them. Since they are already done so much, they don't really have that captivating aspect to it anymore. That's unfortunately what happened to Minecraft bridging, and a lot of bridging creators actually ended up quitting the community. For example, Not Nico was one of the biggest creators in terms of the bridging scene back then, and he's moved on from bridging. Same with Derpold, he's quit YouTube. And then Hypixel actually ended up banning godbridging. I don't know if it's a bug or it's actually meant to be, and I haven't really tested it currently on Hypixel, but I also haven't really seen anyone godbridge in game recently. Then again though, you really won't get anywhere with godbridging or tele in bedwars unless you really know and you're really confident doing it, because speed bridging is all you need. Even when I speed bridge, I get ghost blocks, so I can imagine that if you're telebridging, you're more likely for your blocks to disappear under you just because of the speed that you're going at. With that aside though, I'm sure with the new Minecraft versions, a lot of people are going to come up with new bridging methods over time. It just comes with the creativity that Minecraft offers. If you guys are interested in this topic and you want to know more, I actually did an interview with Bedless Noob last video, who was actually a really well-known bridger in the community, and he actually owns a server called Bridgerland where you can practice bridging, and a lot of people actually set world records there. It's actually pretty fun. The video will be on screen right now. Make sure you guys go check it out. It's doing really well, so thank you guys for that. I will catch you guys in the next one though. Peace out.